Hey, what's up guys? It's Andy Tay. I just wanted to make a quick video on how I was able to make 6 figures in my 20s, and now I'm able to invest my money into the stock market, especially during these times where you can't really go out and work and you're just locked in, being quarantined. It's a perfect time to have money to work for you, right? So what I'm doing right now is simply using my money to make money and investing into the stock market. So interested in making money before 21, dial in and just tap in here just for a quick 10 minutes. I do want to share with you guys some secrets. Step number 1 is simply having a student mentality. Okay, I know it sounds simple and sounds cliche to be a student, but it's true, right? How else can you learn? You have to be a student in the very beginning, and you just have to learn. But the important part is, picking that right person you want to learn from. And back in high school, my senior year, I picked up a gig. My cousin, the respected one, the one that made the most money at the time, and still now, right, doing what he does best. So he gave me the opportunity to pass out flyers and business cards for him. And that's exactly what I did. I had 2,000 business cards that I had to give out and go door to door passing out these business cards. That right there wasn't the most glamorous job, but it got me the proximity I needed, right? Because proximity is power, and if you want to learn from somebody who's successful, you got to get close to them. And I was willing to take this job and sacrifice some time and some effort so I can get closer to him, so he can drop knowledge and insight on what I can do to be a better entrepreneur, be a better person. And that's exactly what I did. Okay, so having a student mentality will bring you so far in business, especially if you're young and you're looking to dive into entrepreneurship or business. Pick somebody that you believe, somebody that you respect, so they can add value to you. All right. Second thing here is hard work. Right? As simple as it sounds, it's really hard. It's hard work, right? So sweat equity. Back in high school, again, my basketball coach, he had this cool quote that he had on the wall, which spelled hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work. And that stuck with me. That stuck with me. And the reason why it stuck with me is because there was a lot of times where I felt like I was the underdog. There are people more talented than me, and I just felt like I was inadequate, not enough. But just reminding myself of that quote made me the person I am today, right? Understanding if I, put in more work than the person right next to me, I can be as good as them or better, right? And that's exactly what happened. In basketball, you're competing against people who are 6'3", 6'5", right? They're built for it, and Asian guy like myself, 5'11", right, and 175 pounds. These guys were just, a lot bigger than me. But that quote stuck with me because I knew if I just had this fire, this drive to be better, and as long as I work harder than them, I would beat them. So if I knew that they did 2 hours in the gym, all I had to do was do 3 hours in the gym. If they did 1 hour in the weight room, I did 2 hours in the weight room. And with that sweat equity, it built me to become a better person, to be a better basketball player than, my competitors. Same in business, right? So back in the days when I used to go door to door to sell cable, internet, and phone services, I had a schedule. I had a routine. The routine was from 12 to 8 o'clock p.m. And I knew that my competitors, or the people in the same office as me, was working the same hours, and they were getting 1 or 2 sales that day, and I was getting 1 or 2 sales that day. But when there was a challenge and I needed to beat them so I can win the prize, I knew their schedule. I knew that they worked from 12 to 8, so I just did 11 to 9. I added 2 hours more into my schedule so I can just outbeat them in time and hard work, right? So when in doubt, guys, just put in more work and you will beat the person that is going against you. And that's the formula for greatness. If you're just like, man, how do I become better, or how do I beat this person, just remind yourself, hard work. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work. Another story that I want to share is, right, our grandparents, our parents, you know, they came from a different continent. Well, my parents and grandparents came from Asia, right? They came from Cambodia and, you know, traveled all the way here to the US. And it just blows my mind that they're able to do that and still leave a legacy here, right? With no experience, no expertise, without speaking the language, and they're able to, you know, build a six-figure, a seven-figure income here in the United States. So that being said, guys, just put that into perspective whenever you feel down and out and you just feel lazy, you don't want to work. Just remember how hard your parents and your grandparents worked for you to have a decent lifestyle, okay? And they had no experience, no talent, right? Just pure sweat equity. So those are the two things that worked for me when I was 20 to make six figures. And last but not least, the third thing here is another cliche one, but it's true, right? Everything that I'm telling you here is completely true. If I didn't use these three things, I wouldn't be here where I am now. So the last one is just dreaming big, right? So without a dream big enough, the how becomes hard. But if you have a dream so big and your purpose and your why is so big, the how becomes easy. And other people want to follow you and have you be their leader because you have a vision, you have a goal that you want to accomplish. But when you build an empire, when you build a business, the biggest asset that you have is people. And if you can't inspire and lead people, you won't have a business. Well, in my business at least, you know, we're in a people's business. We train and develop sales guys. So in order for them to be inspired and to come every single day, to work commission only, you have to have a vision so big that they're inspired by. And our vision was crazy, right? We wanted to have our own island. You know, my partner, he wants his own island so we can party there, so we can be as loud as we want, stay up as long as we want, have a trampoline inside the water, just to do reckless things. And that's super inspirational. Who doesn't want to live a life on their term, right? Another dream that we had was just owning our own private jet so we can fly and you know, travel in private, right, with the people that we love. And with having a big dream, people are inspired by it and they will want to follow you. So if you want to build $1 million, seven-figure income, that's a step that you have to follow. You know, create a vision board for yourself. Think about the most craziest thing that you think you can obtain and put it on a vision board. Okay, that's exactly what I do, right? Every single morning, you know, I have my vision board right there in my room, and I have all the things I want on there. My ideal lifestyle, my ideal relationship, my ideal family, my ideal vacation, all the stuff that I want is right there in front of me. So every morning I take a look at it and subconsciously I'm reminding myself of my goals and my responsibilities. The universe just follows this pattern called the law of attraction. Whatever you focus on, you're gonna achieve, just little by little, but you have to focus on it. It's like driving your new car for the first time, right? This Mercedes-Benz that you've always wanted, now you're driving it. And normally you never see this car on the road because you don't ever think about it. But the moment you start thinking about this car that you're driving in, you're gonna start seeing this car more often. And that's the law of attraction. So the more you think about something, the more it's gonna attract to you. Okay, so I challenge you guys to create a vision board for yourself and to dream so big that people may think you're crazy, okay? So that's pretty much the three things that made me six figures in my 20s. It's student mentality, right? Being willing to learn and setting your ego aside so you can learn from people who have more experience than you. Number two is hard work, right? That sweat equity, nothing is bigger than that. It's huge, right? You just gotta work harder than other people in the room and you will become more successful. And lastly is dream big, okay? If I didn't dream as big as I did with my partner, we wouldn't be able to, yield a 7-figure income in our business, and we wouldn't be able to inspire and retain our guys. So that's all I have for you guys on this video. I challenge you guys to do it now in this quarantine. Whatever you guys want to accomplish, do it now, right? We have all the time in the world. I'm creating videos every single week. So if you like this video and you like this type of content, go ahead and smash that like button. If you don't, it's okay. Just hit that dislike button. But don't forget to subscribe to my channel and stay tuned and stay updated to my new content every single week. Thank you. Have a great day. Stay blessed.